Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your tarot reading, and I've pulled for you the Empress card. This is describing a real place of serenity, stability, and security in your life. This is being in your power, which indicates that you are pulling from a well of your talents and your gifts, and you're using that to see productive activity on behalf of a project, a team, so that you take some responsibility for the effort of all those involved. And you encourage the participation of other team members, other collaborators, other family members, in order that everyone participates from this place of wholeness, from strength, from their gifts. And in that way, you're elevating the quality of participation in an effort so that everyone can take credit for that. You're also making space to receive the recognition and the reward for your efforts, for the critical position you inhabit in this process. One in which every effort, every act, every step towards developing projects and the participation of others is a gift, is joyful, is an expression of love, continues to fuel you and whatever it is you're working on. This is a general reading, Gemini, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And let's get started with the present energy, the Seven of Swords. Gemini, you're working from a place, you continue to work from a place of understanding and fine-tuning your communication with others. As the result of many negative feedbacks, a lot of pushback on your ideas, or a lot of being denied the support and assistance that you have requested, you've learned to detach yourself from that and to understand that part of creating something successful, something for the long haul, means that there will be those who don't understand you, who don't want to see something attached to you be successful. And in short, their resistance to you is part of their fear base. It has nothing to do with the validity of your ideas, because those aren't always seriously considered. And the feedback is not intended to be constructive. So having accepted the feedback as sincere is part of what you have learned to mediate through your intuition, through your wisdom, through your knowledge, through better information, and the desire to actually learn where your best efforts are productive. And in that way, you are detaching from the way you've been described, the way you've been seen by others, and you are learning to have faith in yourself, to not doubt your ideas, and to find the support from where it exists. Because your ideas are valid, they're good, and the support does exist for your innovations. In the past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm smiling because the Wheel of Fortune, to me, indicates the change you've made within. This is a change you've been making over a long period of time. This is not something that you just started working on. This focus on how you work with others and how you effectively communicate with them and hear them is what has changed your fortunes, what is reversing what was once, for many of you, a role as a subordinate, an assistant, a worker bee, not now to one of being a manager, an idea person, a collaborator, someone who participates as a system of peers. Your attention to the system, to the way that you produce and the way you can encourage the production of others, is what is innovative and revolutionary. It isn't just what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. And the ability to open up others and yourself to more information, to valuing information on its own merits, not as part of a prejudged system, right? We don't want that information. We only want this information. You've actually helped and are helping a system, a team, an organization to better value the information that is part of its own organism, its own organic systems. In the future, the Five of Swords. So this incredible attention that you're placing on your own value, the strength and power of your own ideas, and your ability to model more productive ways of communicating, sharing information, and working with others is what you are set about changing. This is the focus of your efforts moving forward. Having changed it in some ways, not only within yourself, but having an impact in some community, in some area of your life, or particularly of your professional life, is changing, is this focus of change throughout every area of your life, and how this is impacting upon the world, not just your world. But the ripples of these changes that you're making, the focus on information, the lack of attachment you have to learning, understanding that this is a necessary part of growth. This is a necessary part of life. And the ability to manage the way we learn, the way you communicate and work with others is part of your mission, your message. I hope that this reading is resonating for you, Gemini. And if so, please like this video, please share this with others, and certainly please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I am so grateful to all the support that you give me in all the ways that you give it to me. And I pulled a success card. I know that there's no greater goal than to love. And because your efforts come out of this place of your talent, your passions, your skills, what you've learned from your experience, this is an expression of your love. This is an expression of your self-respect, your self-honor, your ability to see that you are a part of a whole project, a whole community, so that your actions are rippling out in a way that is uplifting others as you are now experiencing the sense of all-powering, generating ideas, creativity, and abundance as part of your focus. I'm going to clarify the present Seven of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So absolutely, I'm almost feeling as though it is the quantifying of feedback, data, information, surveys in an organization, on a team, or in an environment that you're working in that is the precise portal of opportunity for you. The Queen of Pentacles is actually daughter of the Empress. So your focus on how you can use the information you're mining from an organization. This can be a function of HR. This can be a function of strategic planning that you're doing over the long haul, is all about the way that you see this information as powering your organization, your team, and the individuals that make up this community forward into abundance, into growth, into long-term stability, long-term benefit, creating resources that are of value to everyone. In the past, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords here is a repeat, and this is happening a lot. I love it. It's a confirmation to me of what your focus is. So you're not shying away from the hard stuff, Gemini, in case you didn't know that. In fact, you are a part of moving innovative ideas forward. You're part of re-examining the way we work together and how work is valued, so that it is important that everyone be engaged. And we do see in our culture these days the lack of value of the work of ordinary worker bees, the labor of ordinary people being devalued, under-monetized, underfunded, under-supported. And in this way, you are part of a way of innovating, proposing new ways that we can work together and actually elevate the participation and the benefit of those that work on successful projects, so that it isn't just the CEO who gets a pay raise. It is something that is evenly distributed accordingly and appropriately throughout an organization. That is just an example of the way in which the work that you're doing is fundamentally altering our work and our family cultures. In the future, the Five of Swords is clarified by the Devil card. In this deck, it is quite grotesque looking. And the Eight of Cups. This is really underlying the detachment from those relationships, those bonds that have labeled you, assigned you to a role that is far too limited for your skills and capacity, for your innovation. You're not the fixer, you're not the cleanupper, you're not the one who gets everything together after everyone's messed it up. You're the one who actually is pioneering a new move forward. You're actually being accountable to this new sense of empowerment and freedom that you're experiencing, understanding that to those whom much is given, much is expected. And you are severing those relationships that do not value you, from which you've learned all that you can learn. And you've gained the courage through, for most of you, the school of hard knocks. I would say that's the Devil card in this case. All the material manifestations of our less evolved aspirations, are working for a job, for a house, for a car, not realizing that those things are simply the accoutrements of our inner success, our inner empowerment. Those are not the symbols of those things. And in that way, you've gained courage. Knowing how hard you can work for the success of others makes you now more committed, more empowered to face the challenge of your purpose, of your mission, to follow your heart's passion, to improve upon the experience of yourself and others, your community, by bringing more abundance, more ideas, generating this sense of empowerment that others can too find this sense of success within. I'm going to finish up this reading, Gemini, with the flora and fauna of Africa, honoring my homage to Mother Land and Mother Earth. And I pulled the bush elephant and sweet memories. This is really evoking the energy of our spirit guides, our ancestors, as well as those beautiful nostalgic memories of our past. For many of us, it's our childhoods, our formative years, where we exercised a beautiful gift or talent without judgment, without an agenda. You are in control. Trust and rely on your strengths. Let your wisdom and intuition guide you. Thank you so much, Gemini. And until next time, namaste.